What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the month of March for Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you guys are second during the zodiac lineup for group two. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, Capricorns, my sincerest apologies. Um, the groups got out of order. You guys are normally after group one, but divine intervention came in and asked me to do you guys last. Okay. The reason why you guys were last is primarily because the energy feels as though group two is already kind of in elevation mode as far as for the month of March, so to speak. And so you guys are already probably in the midst of handling things on a mental or spiritual level, okay? This being the third month of the year, it is about centering ourselves and kind of also preparing for a change, obviously, in weather, time differential, also. And so you're spending a lot of time already in the midst, and this could be happening, like I said, right now as you come across this reading, in the sense of looking at your accomplishments, life goals, not so much materialistic, but more so just personal growth, okay? And setting the tone for your spiritual and mental health and wealth, okay? So, whatever it is that you are doing currently is obviously working for you um, amongst all the chaos that might be around you. Okay, so what we are going to do within this reading is still look at your energy for each of the moon phases. Hopefully, you have taken the time to tap into your energy with these readings since I brought them back at the beginning of the year. And we will focus on new moon energy. Dates will be below. New moon energy on the 10th is going to be an awakening in the sense of things that you want to accomplish, um, clarity of some sort, and really kind of setting your footing, if you will, on how things are going to flow the rest of the month. Okay, as far as whether it be personal goals or business wise. Okay, then you have the first quarter moon, which is on the 17th, 7 days literally from the new moon. Okay, and so with that being said, it is about balance of some sort, following your intuition during those 7 days on maybe things that need to get done and having the strength to do so. Okay, which strength meaning having the energy, as daylight savings time is on Sunday the 10th. Okay, both of those dates, new moon and first quarter moon, are on Sundays. So please make sure you get some kind of rest. Mentally, you might be a little bit stressed, okay? Especially after the first week. Because I don't know about anyone else, but of course, daylight savings time, it almost feels like when we lose an hour, everything seems to drag along. And even when we gain an hour, I don't I don't feel like it does for me. I don't know about anyone else, but sometimes when we gain the hour back in the fall, I feel as though the day goes by quicker. Okay. But in the spring, it feels longer until you finally get adjusted. Okay. So that could be part of the reason for you in the 7 day span that you feel like the day is just dragging along, but you're moving fast. Okay. So, nonetheless, that is the 17th in a nutshell. And then you have the 25th, which is the full moon, which is a time of completion, of wrapping things up. You should be pretty much done with things because you might be on top of stuff, Capricorn, in the sense of by the time or towards the end of the month, you have free time to kind of, goof off a bit, okay? Which will be well deserved. So maybe a vacation is imminent, okay, for you guys. All right. So that is the 25th. That is the full moon. So tie up any loose ends, maybe get a jump on things in advance for the following month. By that time, you'll have time to kind of prepare for things. All right. So take advantage of the free time as need be, especially if you see an opportunity. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and finally get into your reading so we can go ahead and look at the energies surrounding that month, or well, this month really, of March. Okay. Like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying these readings. I truly do enjoy them myself. Just love the energy, especially comparing the present self energy to the higher self. Okay. Because almost feels like the Dreamcatcher reads and the general reads kind of mixed in with these ones. I originally did them in 2022. And so glad Divine told me to bring them back and just elaborate more for you. Okay. So we have one from the top, which is new moon energy. One from the bottom, which is first quarter moon energy. And then one energetically from the middle, which is for the full moon. Okay. My eyes were kind of like shifting towards a direct card, so I was trying to land on it well and make sure I was pulling the right one. Okay. Because they kind of flush when you're looking at the cards from the side. Really have to have like a really fine eye to separate the cards from each other. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the new moon for you, Capricorn. What should be the mindset towards your intention or goal for the new moon in March on the 10th? Take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. Okay? Again, this is Sunday. Remember, an awakening on this day. Okay? Take time to breathe out. You could be somewhat frustrated, tired. Again, it's more so, it could be more physical tired or mentally, which both kind of go hand in hand. Because if you're mentally stressed, then your body is going to feel stress. Okay. And so try your best to do maybe some form of breathing exercise. If you find yourself kind of feeling overwhelmed, maybe overwhelmed going into the week after the 10th, okay? Maybe because you know you have a lot to do. Really take this Sunday coming up to do some things for you, okay? If you're stuck in trying to figure out what it is to do, I would suggest the self-care spotlight readings, okay? You can find those on my channel, okay? I love the deck that's in that reading in particular because it actually gives, it's a self-care deck that literally gives ideas such as getting a massage or cleaning your workspace or your home, things of that nature, meditating, taking a walk, whatever you need to kind of recenter yourself to prepare for the week, okay? During new moon energy, that's something that I like to do anyway. Sometimes, if Divine really pushes me, most of the time, I'm either, maybe cooking something really good for myself. That's even part of that self-care deck as well. To maybe cook a nice meal, cook with purpose, if you will. like just recently, I could like buy something that's primarily tapping into my inner child, in the sense of like my favorite snack. Like, one of them is like puffing corn, the Chester's holeless puffing corn is like puffed Cheetos, if you will. Those are my favorite, and so sometimes I get a taste for those, and so I got that. Now that's not purposeful. That's, a cheat, but nonetheless, it's something, that I like to have every now and again. Okay, so kind of take some time to kind of breathe out, do some type of meditation or yoga, something of that nature. Don't want to, give too much away on those particular readings, but definitely go and check those out because they may be helpful to you if you're, struggling with trying to find a good habit or a good stress reliever. Okay. um, you can also go and look on my Etsy shop. I do make homemade holistics, um, such as tea. I have a blended tea that could be useful to you that's caffeine free. Also, some of my spiritual baths, which really is just aromatherapy with set intentions. See which one kind of works for you. Lavender Light Night would probably be the best scent. Of course, lavender is very popular, but it is more than just helpful for sleep. It is a mood stabilizer, so you can definitely kind of relax with that, as well as one of the various meditation oils that I have, that you can use as a calming oil that you can take with you on the go, or put on you during a yoga session. If you do yoga, I would put it on your pressure points and just kind of sit with that scent on you, or take it, and put it on after your lavender light night bath, maybe, and actually, um, fall asleep with it. Okay, and put a meditation on. That's something I like to do. Okay, so shameless plug. You can find the link to my Etsy shop down below. Okay, let's get into your first quarter moon energy. Will or have you made any progress? Okay, during the first quarter moon. That is the intention of the first quarter moon every month, is checking in on your progress. Okay, on the 17th, it says confidence is your key to success. Okay, confidence is your key to success. Leo energy is here. Okay, for that, Capricorn. Okay, I feel as though on that first quarter moon, again, a Sunday on the 17th, you will find yourself again trying to prepare yourself for the week. Okay, it literally takes us probably about a month to adjust to the new time, um, adjustment, if you will, the new time frame as far as daylight savings time. But I feel like while you may be very anxious on the inside, you will show confidence in yourself to get it done. Okay, whatever it is that transpires. Okay, for some of you, it could be moving, um, in the sense of not really personally moving, um, maybe moving jobs, or a home. Okay, maybe moving something out from somewhere, um, a new location. You're kind of tied in with another situation. Okay, possibly maybe you have Taurus in your chart, because Taurus at the end of their reading, I was kind of picking that up too. Okay, so you guys may be piggybacking off each other. Okay, but definitely with a work standpoint or personal growth is more so probable for you guys as well. Okay, for the month. Okay, as I stated at the beginning. Okay, let's move forward to the full moon energy on the 25th. Has or is the intention or goal being achieved? Okay, on the 25th, which is completion time. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay. So Pisces energy here. Okay. Um, these are readings that are surrounded by moon phases. So a lot of things will be hidden in these readings. And so if I'm vague, please, by all means, chalk it up to the intention of the reading. Okay. You know your intentions more than I do. But I try to get as close as I can to help you. Okay. Now, I believe even Pisces themselves got this in their last month's reading. Okay. Um, balance of spirituality and practicality. So, again, it is the month of focusing on self. Okay. And so, whatever it is that you are dealing with, Capricorn, especially in elevation in your personal life, maybe new acquaintances, possibly, or new work, new workspace, things like that, that call upon you to maybe a higher level of a position that you have, needs you to center yourself in some way. Okay. So if you went from being like a team lead to a manager, you're going to have to adjust to that and make sure you don't lose yourself in a title, okay, or the position itself, okay. Learn how to prioritize time. Time management is really good to really consider and look into, because that'll help you learn how to prioritize, and learning how to speak up and being confident, obviously. As far as maybe you're at a new job and you're just trying to not so much fit in, but just trying to see where you fit in, engaging people's intentions, and how they will assist you and how you will work with them. Okay. So again, we have the whole month. We'll probably tap into that energy maybe during the Heart's Desire readings, sometime this month, which there is a probability that group 2 might be out of sync, of the norm. So just kind of be prepared for that. Okay. To kind of match with the energy of you guys going last this month with the monthly manifestations. Okay. So don't know how much that might have helped you, but hopefully the clarifiers will. Okay. So you have the High Priestess with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So you know you're going to be fine. Okay, Capricorn, in the sense of feeling pretty secure about yourself. Okay. So maybe at this time, this monthly manifestation is really not for you. It could be for others that need just reassurance of stability. Okay. Others could just be fine, or it'll maybe be more or resonate more down the line. Okay. As far as like later on in the month, after the chaotic 2 weeks. Okay. From the 10th to the 17th. Okay. We have the Death card with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Valuing things more. Okay. The end of maybe looking at things or perception of financial stability. It may be more so about your value as a person, not money. Okay. So possibly an end of a mindset for you. Okay. Because definitely money does not fix everything. There's still issues even after receiving the money. Okay. For some. And then we have the Death card to the Six of Cups. Okay. Also possibly the end of sharing too much. Okay. Again, I think something that may have came up in readings, I don't think it was really specific to Capricorn. Again, with the exception of gossiping. Okay. That was in your last month's reading. But more so in the sense of, aside from gossiping, it could be, sharing too much of your personal business with certain people because of things getting out. Okay. So good job for you, Capricorns, if you have kind of figured that out and quickly deaded a situation that was tied to that. Think that was 3 shuffles, so I'm going to go ahead and cut. If it wasn't, um, we'll make up for it in the clarifiers or the rest of the month. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm feeling like a little bit, not lightheaded, but just a little bit foggy. There's not much for you guys for this month because you are really eminently on top of things. Okay, so I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with you. One from the top is new moon energy. One from the bottom is first quarter moon energy. And then one energetically from the middle and again, really trying to pinpoint on particular cards to come out. That's full moon energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is of this spread. Okay, so let's get into this new moon energy of take time to breathe out is being clarified by the 8 of Cups. Okay, again, number 8 coming out, balance is definitely key. That is what is going on literally for this year in general. Okay, if you take 2024 and you add 2 and 2 together, which is 4, then 4 and 4 is 8. Okay, things are about to balance out this year because people are trying to get back basically what this pandemic probably took away from them. Okay, in the sense of some form of clarity, some form of fairness, just rebalancing ourselves as much as we can. Okay, taking the time to breathe out means walk away if need be. Okay, again, you are elevating yourself to a better way of living, and so you may have to walk away from things that are no longer serving you. And I think hopefully, those who have been rocking with the channel long enough have finally kind of dug into what we've been working on, Capricorn, since last year, and maybe even the last 2 years. Okay, and so finally taking the time to really evaluate your life and saying, that's not for me anymore. I'm walking away. Okay, I deserve better. I'm walking away. Okay, taking the breather out, reevaluating things, and saying enough is enough, especially, emotionally with the cups coming up. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the first quarter moon, which is confidence is your key to success, is being paired with the 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands, I believe, came up even in Aries' reading, but not fully in the spread. It was kind of like the pre-clarifier cuts. Okay, so with confidence being key, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this, but within your confidence, be somewhat careful of your tone. If you've ever heard of the saying, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Okay. That's the first thing that really comes to mind, because 7 of Wands is talking about defending yourself. Okay, and you may feel like you have to do that in every stance, Capricorn, because you may feel during or around the time of the 17th that everything you do is being scrutinized. And so you almost feel like, why do I have to explain myself type of vibe. Okay. And it could be, for some of you, you may not be in a higher position. You may be trying to get to a higher position, and maybe you're being micromanaged. Okay. So be confident within yourself. Be assertive, not so much combative. Okay. You can be assertive and have a good sense of control about what it is you want to convey to someone without coming off as like this person is in this card right here, beating people off with a stick. Okay. And it's because you are maybe again, like I said, be assertive in your standpoint. Okay. Again, you may have also, for some of you, may have some residual of, stopping the gossiping, where again you are defending yourself on what you said. Okay. And in order for people to believe you, you are going to have to convey confidence in yourself, in the sense of, and again, I hope you didn't say something that someone said you said. Okay. And hopefully, again, it could blow up. Okay. So it's multiple energies on this. This reading is supposed to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. As of lately, Divine has had me add that in. Okay. So if you're in any of those placements, then there's multiple energy when it comes to the 17th of situations that people are falling under when it gets to this clarifier. Okay. So take what resonates, pass the rest. Okay. Let's get into this full moon energy, which is balance, spirituality, and practicality. And you have the Three of Wands. Okay. So we were at 7 and now it's been reduced to 3. Okay. Again, the standpoint of, I don't need this crap, I'm moving on from it. Okay. It's just point blank period. Okay. Point blank period. And I commend you for it, Capricorn, because you've came a long way. Okay. From last year. With the struggles that you guys went through mentally and emotionally, and just in connectivity of what your primary focus was. Okay. And so maybe realizing and getting rid of the dead weight, again, 7 to 3. Okay. Being on the defensive side and now walking away and saying, you know what, I don't need all this other pressure. It's time for me to move forward. Okay. You have finally realized what it is that you are awaiting on, and you're awaiting on better days. You're awaiting on more balance. Okay. And duality in a way, because you are trying to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Okay. And yes, that rhymed. All right. If I rhyme it, then it is meant to be with good intention and with conviction. Okay. For you to take in. Okay. So that is around the 25th, where you look for ways to get that balance in spirituality. Okay. Whether it be reading self-help books, going to church, reuniting with who you truly are as a person, whoever you were before you had the connections that you had before that were not serving you. Okay. That really did an upheaval. Okay. On you mentally and spiritually. Okay. And so it's time to get back and clear out some mess. Okay. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. For you guys, the overall outcome, you got the same as Taurus. Okay. Which I am so surprised. Didn't see that coming at all for you guys. I really didn't. Hangman, again, I shuffled the deck. They got the Hangman in the same position. Okay. Now for you, again, it's maybe looking at your own self from a different perspective of, again, where you currently are in life. Okay. So your Hangman is totally different from Taurus. If you'd like, because Taurus is one of your fellow earth signs, you can, and while I feel you guys are eminently like piggybacking off of Taurus, maybe you look up to a Taurus, or you have Taurus in your birth chart somewhere. But you can fast forward to Tauruses, around this part of the spread and see what their Hanged Man vision was. Okay. But for you guys, I just feel like it's a form of enlightenment. Like I said, awakening on The 10th and then the 17th is really all about that inner strength and wanting balance in your life and following your intuition on what's right, okay, and what's the right fit for you, Capricorn, okay. And so by all means, you can check that out. You don't have to. You can wait until your preliminary readings. And like I said, you and the rest of group 2 are going to be somewhat delayed and pushed to the end of the series of readings for the month of March. Okay. So, with that being said, what is the message of support to achieve and manifest for Capricorn? What is the message of support for Capricorn to achieve and manifest? If anything pops out, I will take it. Three to four messages. The fourth one is a possible. So primarily going with 3. For Capricorn. I'm hearing possibly 4. Alright, I'm going to stop there because I could keep going for days on you, Capricorn. But again, like I said, the energy is low there, okay? Most of you are already in a good place right now. So that's the reason why, again, like I said, not Scorpio, group 2 is going to be later, okay? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, okay? I said Scorpio, thus Scorpio got this same card, Philosopher's Stone, okay? Philosopher's Stone, which says powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy, okay? Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy, okay? So again, some of you may be getting into either yoga, like I mentioned at the beginning, or already are. You could be dealing in meditation or some self-help books or TED Talks, if you will, motivational speakers that elevate your mental, okay? Dealing with universal energy, you could be, again, I would suggest if you're working on your spirituality and practicality, then I would suggest spiritual growth from my meditation oil selections for you guys. Align my energy would also be another one, okay? Was trying to think of another one, but also I mentioned the lavender light night, okay, as a spiritual bath, and also the tea, okay. Need something that you can do on Sundays that is really calming, okay. Curl up with a good book. I also have blankets. I do knit. Now I'm just filling space, right? Now I'm just filling space with shameless plugs of stuff on my Etsy. But I do knit blankets, and I do have at least 4. They're really full body blankets. You can kind of cocoon yourself in them. You can check those out as well. Link in the box down below. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. The next one is wishes come true. Okay, wishes come true. It says rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Okay, maybe right now, Capricorns, for some of you, with this 3 of Wands showing up and this 8 of Cups, you have decided to move in with your path, okay? Whatever you dream or whatever you wish or whatever you desire, you are actively pursuing it, okay? And so, whatever it is that is tied to those things as the end result, it is going to come true as long as you put in the work, okay? Spirit is saying just these two messages. So, we don't want to dig in too deep. The energy is pretty light for you guys because again, you guys are like really on it right now. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into what the present self energy is for Capricorn. What is the present energy for Capricorn? This is tapping into your present self of where you are at this time. For you Capricorns, you probably already know where you are in your life right now or how you're feeling in your present state. But for some of you, you may, be a little bit behind schedule of, really wanting to see where you are presently. So, take this lightly, okay? But I literally shuffled you guys and y'all got Volcano 2. Okay? This is where your extra message comes in. Okay? You can go and look at Tauruses and fast forward to this part as well and get get me reading Volcano. Okay? For you guys, it's about again, this is number 9. Nine is talking about wrapping up a completion of a phase. If there's any grudges being held, is what it kind of talks about in the sense of letting things go before it, boils over or erupts in a way because, not being happy with what's currently happening, okay, in your life right now. So to avoid things boiling over, it's about letting it go and moving forward so that way you can feel a little bit more empowered, okay? Thus this, seven of wands coming out here, okay? Maybe you get fed up and you walk away. Now, we're going to go up underneath that. And you do have to make equal the equator. But Spirit is saying not to really read that. It's the number 5. Maybe you have changes in connections with people. We're going to move forward to the higher self. Again, if you want to go and check out Tauruses, I don't mind you fast forwarding to get to it so you can hear the full meaning of this message for Volcano. Okay? Only in the sense of, and I know usually I say no cross-watching, but in this sense, you are really tapping into or carrying over Taurus's energy, okay? So let's look at the potential energy for the higher self of Capricorn. The potential higher self of Capricorn. Like I said, I don't know if you guys are going to be like this. Energy is going to be like this throughout the month. We'll have to see what happens as we get to the preliminary readings. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the law of love. So new energy alert. Okay. So obviously, like I said, for the energy to be super light, you are already, taking flight in a way. Capricorn, and knowing exactly what's going on in your world, what you're not going to deal with, what you are willing to deal with, and letting people know. So I don't really have to say much to you guys in this reading, okay, per divine, okay? Your heart knows no bounds. Your heart knows no bounds. So we have this person standing in front of a doorway. There is this imminent light coming from the heart space. Okay, but the doorway is not open. It is closed. But who's to say that you're behind a door that leads to, another phase or portion of your life? It could be you already in something. All right, in the sense of already on to the next chapter. Okay, so again, as far as any of you that may be holding grudges, maybe you won't be, as you're open to new possibilities. Okay, so let's get into this book here for the Law of Love message. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I truly appreciate everyone's patronage. By all means, feel free to like, share, and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I do a reading for your sign. We're going to the page of 47. Okay. And I'm going to just hold this up here so hopefully you guys can see it. It's very light imagery, but hopefully you can see it. Okay. I'll hold it just a little bit closer so that way you can kind of get a clear view of it. It says, love is the transcending of spirit through your desires, expressing itself as the flow of your heart. Drawing this card, your soul is ready for you to be more expressed in love. The universe is deepening your relationship or bringing you a relationship right now. Your work is to let go of suppression and repression and embrace pleasure, which includes tearing down the walls around your heart. Remember, love points the way and universal law makes it possible. Love bomb everyone you come in contact with today. Find one thing that inspires you about them. Tell them their greatest qualities. Write a love letter to a family member. Shout out your friends on social media and tell them how great they are. Okay? Sorry if I was like leaning that down. But love bomb is not gaslighting. So if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, Capricorn. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know why. But again, that activity, that action, okay, is only done if you have something nice to say. If you want to empower someone, truthfully empower someone who is just like you, who has, suffered a lot, has really elevated themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and has went through a lot of struggles and hard times, but has somehow came up on top, then truly commend them for it. Okay. Now, you don't have to do it publicly. You can do it quietly. Okay. Because there's also that inevitability of you doing it just to show off to those people who had something to say. Okay. So again, sometimes you got to know how to pick and choose your battles. All right. Walk away from the petty. All right, Capricorn, walk away from the pettiness and take in love. Okay. Take in love on those who have truly been there for you and you for them. Okay. And they know it and you know it. Okay. Same thing goes for family. You do the same for them, but just be genuine. Okay. That is really all that I have for you guys today. Again, just remember, you guys are out of sync from where you normally are in preliminary readings. So hold tight. If you do need a reading, by all means, check out that self-care spotlight messages. You can find those on my playlist on the channel. You can also check out your energy shout outs as well. Okay. But until then, Capricorns, peace. And congratulations on this energy. Okay? Congratulations to you. I definitely want to give y'all flowers. Because y'all been through it. Okay? Peace.